You too know the basic anatomy and associated terminology of the dog and cat. Unit VCS 05. Aims and objectives. We will cover the following assessment criteria. Identify the basic veterinary terminology associated with the different parts of anatomy in animals. Describe the directional terms used for the position of parts of the body in relation to each other. Describe the common veterinary surgical terms. Name the common medical veterinary diseases and describe common veterinary techniques. You will also complete aspects and related handouts to help you compile a range of relevant terminology and knowledge to assist you in your practical coverage of such aspects. And please note there are multiple PowerPoints that cover this learning outcome also due to the varied range of anatomy that is relevant to cats and dogs. Cells. Cells are microscopic as they are minute units of tissue. They are the basic structural and functional aspects of an organism, and they carry out a number of functions which we shall look at during today's session. Cell structure and function. They have many vital components. They are as follows: the cell membrane and the nucleus, and what we term the organelles. So these are the mitochondria, ribosomes, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes and centrosomes. Here is an image of a labelled cell. This shows you the location of the stated organelles. The cell membrane. The membrane covers the surface of animal cells. It can also be termed plasma membrane. It separates the cell from its environment and controls substances moving in and out of the cell. It is made up of lipids and proteins. Carbohydrates can be found on the surface of the cell membrane. It is thought that these help with cell recognition. In relation to cell recognition, it relates to whether it is in contact with another cell of the same type. It also has receptors which respond to chemicals in the body, such as hormones. Cell membrane. One of the vital functions of the membrane is to allow transport in and out of the cell. There are two methods of transport. Passive. The cell doesn't use any energy to do so, and this includes diffusion and osmosis. Active energy is required to move substances in and out of the cell when using the active form. The cytoplasm. It's a gelatinous fluid that fills the internal environment of the cell. This allows the cell to maintain its shape, and it also provides it with support. The cytoplasm supports the nucleus and organelles along with cell nutrients, proteins, ions and glucose. Within the cytoplasm is the cytoskeleton, which are protein threads which offer support and movement within the cell. The nucleus. It's the control or information centre of the cell. It contains chromosomes. These contain hereditary information in the form of DNA. So what is DNA and why is it so important? The term DNA is short for deoxyribonucleic acid, and it has various functions. It carries information that is required for protein synthesis, and it acts as a set of instructions that instructs the cell on how to function appropriately, and it also will be passed on to cell descendants as well. Chromatin within the cell is used for cell division. We also have the nucleosus, and that contains RNA, and it is also responsible for the production of ribosomes, and there can be several within the nucleus. We also have a granular gel-like material known as the nucleoplasm that suspends the nucleosus and is surrounded by a nuclear envelope, and this is classed as a double membrane. The nuclear envelope has ribosomes on the surface, and it also contains nuclear pores to control the passage of large molecules and mRNA from within the nucleus to the intracellular environment. Summary of the nucleus. The functions of the nucleus are to act as the cell's control centre through the production of mRNA and protein synthesis, retain the genetic material of the cell in the form of chromosomal DNA, manufacture ribosomes, and start the process of cell division. Endoplasmic reticulum and ribosomes. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. We have the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is RER for short, which has ribosomes on the surface, and that actually gives the rough endoplasmic reticulum its rough surface or appearance. We also have the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, or the SER. This doesn't have ribosomes on its surface, thus it has a smooth appearance, and it synthesises and transports lipids and steroids. The rough endoplasmic reticulum transports and synthesises proteins in conjunction with ribosomes, which are attached on the surface. Some aren't required within the cell, so are exported or transported out of the cell to where they are required. Those required in the cell are then released into the cytoplasm, where they become free-floating. Ribosomes will free float within the cell's cytoplasm, and they are the site for protein synthesis in the cell. Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. It has responsibilities for modification of protein-based structures with carbohydrates. It also plays an important role in the formation of lysosomes, and its structure is made up of flattened membrane sacs which produce plasma membrane, lysosomes, and secretory granules. Lysosomes. Lysosomes are sacs of digestive enzymes which function as a part of the cell's defence mechanism by digesting materials taken into the cell through phagocytosis or endocytosis, and this is actually digesting the materials. Lysosomes also destroy worn-out organelles within the cell and sometimes the whole cell. Centrosome and centrioles. The centrosome contains centrioles, which are paired rod-like structures, as per the image. They lie at right angles to each other and with functions relating to cell division. The mitochondria has a smooth outer membrane. It has its own internal structure. It is double membraned, having both an inner and outer membrane. The inner membrane, as you can see, becomes highly folded, forming layer structures known as cristae. Within the inner membrane is the matrix, which is used in cellular respiration. We would find a large number of mitochondria in cells that are very involved in energy consumption, such as that of skeletal muscle. The mitochondria produces energy for the cell. This is extracted from food through a process that we call cellular respiration. This new energy is stored as what we commonly call ATP, which stands for adenosine triphosphate. Specialised structures. The cilia are extensions of the plasma membrane found in large numbers as hair-like structures. Found on some cell surfaces, they move substances along the cell surface with a wave-like motion. The flagella are single and longer than cilia. These are extended structures which propel the cell, usually in a whip-like or undulating motion, such as the tail of sperm cells.